Good evening, my family and friends, and as always, my beloved veterans. It's Emilio Roman coming at you with a live edition on the beach. And no, this is not Costa Rica yet, but it's coming. It's coming. So, as you can tell from this beautiful night sky, many of you may or may not know, but the winters are just like the best sunsets. And it was explained to me a while back, and I'm not a very science guy, but the winters are best in terms of the sunset because of the natural gases and the way they coalesce together. It's like amazing. So obviously we all love those evening sunsets, but winters for some reason they last longer and they're just majestic. So if you're like me, a sunset enthusiast, then you know what I'm talking about. But blessings, wherever you are around the globe. I love connecting with people all the time. And I hope you're a lot warmer than I am. But hey, I can't complain. I'm just surrounded with beauty. And while I'm here, I don't have sandals on. Por el frío. But thank you so much. I don't believe I have a guest on this evening, even though I did put out a request. I'm more like a last minute guy. I just felt compelled to share a message with you. And, that's about tomorrow, right? About tomorrow, your tomorrow, to be specific. So they say that tomorrow looks a lot like today, right? So if you want your tomorrow to look different than today, meaning if you're not happy with where you're at right now, no está contento a donde tu vida está, right? Right where your life is at right now. If you're not happy, well, what are you doing about it, right? We've all heard the definition of insanity. Doing what? Somebody like, yeah, I mean, I've heard it before. Right, doing the same thing every day and expecting a different result. Okay? So when I learned that, it was more than just some little cutesy words. It was like I had to really do something about it. Now, well, what does that mean? Well, it could be as simple as reading a book, right? Something to lift your spirit, something to take you out of that challenge. And because there's a lesson in every challenge, there's a lesson in every struggle. And here's the thing. You don't have to do it alone. Seriously. If you try doing it alone, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to stay alone, you're going to fall, and you're going to get into these things that have been labeled depression, anxiety, and all this other stuff. So don't go at it alone. I've been there. It sucks. But here's what I also learned. That if you want success, you got to be able to deal with the suck part. Think about it. If you want success, you have to deal with the first part of success, and that's the suck. Just got to go through it. In fact, I have those words written down on my wall. For those of you who came down to the Atlantic City Spiritual Fitness Experience, you saw that, right? On my bathroom. And I got the first time I've heard that, I was a mastermind with Dr. Oban Boeing, who also did the foreword in our book, Spiritual Fitness Survivor. So we're always investing. We're always putting time and energy in things that are going to lift us up, right? So if I want a better tomorrow, I got to do something today, because pretty much you're going to have the same thoughts you had today are going to come tomorrow. In fact, scientists have even given the way we think a name, and that is ANTS. Has anyone ever heard that before? ANTS stands for automatic negative thoughts. So, and it's not that it's a bad thing, because it's a natural thing, right? Your brain and my brain, we're wired for survival. We're not wired for success. The brain can handle it, right? But the majority of us need to be taught, right? We need to model others in terms of success. You don't just wake up and go, oh, yeah, I think tomorrow I'm just going to be successful. That doesn't work out for most of us. Your brain, our collective consciousness is wired for survival. And that was one of the things that I had to learn. So yeah, I've done stuff with, in the military, uh, joined the United States Marine Corps and completing it and being a part of a special unit. That took a level of mastery, a level of commitment, dedication that most are not willing to commit to. So, learned a thing or two about the mind. I got to face my greatest fears. I'm not a height kind of guy. I don't enjoy heights, and I'll share this with you because I trust what shows up. I remember doing what I say it was boot camp, right? Boot camp, and we had to do obstacle courses just like you've seen in all the movies. And all of a sudden, there was one exercise where we're doing the obstacle course, we're doing the water stuff. I was cool with that. And then we had to go up to this like a net, and then we had to stand on a pole. Jesus Christ, it seemed like it was 3 stories high, and you were on this pole. And then you had to jump. It was like at least 2-3 feet, which it wasn't that bad. You had to jump, but I mean, one bad move, you're gone. And I remember I froze. And that was the first time I actually came face to face with fear. And if I didn't move or jump, I stopped the whole unit because everybody was dependent on everyone else. Teamwork. We've all heard of it. So I remember I froze, and people were waiting on me, and then the drill sergeant took off his smoky hat. We call him a smoky hat, which is the drill instructor hat. He took it off and goes, "I will come up there in his drill voice and put my foot up your ass. Get on, move down, recruit." Because I wasn't a Marine yet. You're a recruit. You're a maggot. You're like scum until you go ahead and you down that parade deck. So that was the first time I really came across like paralyzing fear. I mean, literally because my life was freaking dependent on it. Think about it. One bad move, I was freaking done. So what happened? They say when it comes to fear, right, you got to face your fears. So my mind was telling me, get the hell back, retreat back. Think about it. I done put all this time, I done put all this energy, signed up. USMC, I signed up for the contract, everything. And here I did all this challenging stuff. In this one moment, I could have thrown it all the way with fear. So he's getting upset. The drill instructor gonna put his boot up my ass, and then I have all the other recruits because we're not Marines yet. Telling me, what the hell's going on, Roman? What the hell's going on? Guess what? I freaking just leaped, grabbed it, freaking came down, did what I was supposed to do. The feeling of facing my fears. I came down, and when I came down the way I was supposed to on the rope, I hit the floor. I was like, it was like, wow. I went from one extreme to the other. In fact, Austin Haynes calls that nerve-sighted. I was nerve-sighted. I was nervous on one end and yet excited on the other. And think about this. Those emotions are kind of polar opposites, but they're really all one and the same. What are you going to do when you're faced with challenges like that? What are you going to do? Are you going to do what I did? I froze. Left to my own devices, my ass would have walked back, and I would have been living my life with what if and I should have, and then I would have, should have, could have, I should have all over myself, right? Right? How many of us are shitting all over ourselves? I should do this. I know I should get in better shape. Oh, I should have did this. So stop shitting all over yourself and get involved with a community of people that are doing what you want to do, that are going to support you. Because I had the support of the recruits behind me while it was intense, that energy, like, get up there, do it, man. You're holding up the freaking line, right? And then I had the drill sergeant downstairs put a boot in my ass. So, while the Spiritual Leaders Academy is not a military academy, understand we are a community of people. We are a community of people that are going to love on you. We're going to share in your pain. We're going to share in your fear and your struggles. And I just felt compelled to share that with you because I see a lot of people, especially during this pandemic, whatever you want to label it, it doesn't really matter. Okay, what matters is how you are framing it. Are you buying into everybody else's belief? Are you being paralyzed like I was on that freaking pole up there before I jumped off? Seriously. If you're going through something, This is the time to reach out, connect, let people know that you need help. Guys, listen, I love you. I just felt inspired to say that. And Daniela and I and the rest of us here at the Academy just want to serve. Catch the Spiritual Sunrise Show in the morning, 7 a.m. The feedback has been amazing. Has been amazing. The people that we continue to have are amazing souls who have stories very much like yours. And the difference between their story and your story is that they're willing to come out and share it so they can begin the healing in this journey that we call life. I'm going to see you all tomorrow morning. I'm going to end with this.